the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
A dazzling facility located here in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today, it's an exciting battle of NFC teams between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Young Kweku has it all teed up, and we're underway in Atlanta. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, ready.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. That one only good for a couple. It's 2nd down. Well, this late in the year, Brock, just about every team in the league, as we all know, is battling some injury woes, and these guys are no exception.
It's an unfortunate byproduct. Of any sport, but especially the trauma involved in this sport. You're going to lose guys over the course of the season, and the later in the season you're dealing with injuries, the more the depth of your roster is so tested. And now it's time for those lesser-known names to make their name.
Yellow, force, cut.
He's going to throw it. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
32. Steal, black. Set.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. So he's able to bring the return to a stop, but now it looks like he was shaken up in the process. They're going to bring out someone to look at him. All set to go now from the 35. Penix to the air to start us off. Flush down now to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it gives to Gainwell. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
For my play sheet, Kate, I've got draws and screens in the same area. Those are the areas you want to attack a defense when they're getting too far upfield. That defense got upfield, and that draw did the rest.
Gainwell. On that run, they stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Again, this is Gainwell. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Cougar 19.
Now Penix on 3rd and goal. And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons parlay the interception into points. Drake London with the touchdown. Who with the extra point. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up.
Down.
They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Pass play coming here. Defender runs wide as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one... doesn't go far. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making the stop short like they did and bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
And a nice return out of it. They have it a little further up past their own 30. New set of downs for him from the 31. Throwing now on 1st down. Penix. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
Now a shotgun handoff to Gabriel. And not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 4th down. Gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready up.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Set.
They'll work against the blitz. Short pass brought in. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. He gained 11 on that play. And that's good for a Saints 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That one hits for 30. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Gain of 30. 1st down, New Orleans.
Ready. Set.
He takes off with it. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Brought down by Rasul Douglas.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Rolling left, buying some time. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Ready.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
To the right, pulled in by Palmer. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. He gets him 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd and goal.
It's some credit to this offense. They almost got it done on just one play running the ball in. You gotta be honest, the first down run often leads to second down pass, but I don't think so now. Now you push that pile, go finish this drive.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, but they needed just a couple more inches. 3rd down.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
3rd and hardly anything. Just need the length of the football. Kamara. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Saints trim the lead to 1. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Groupie's extra point is good. And the Saints tie this game 7-7. Now we see after that play, one of the Falcons having some trouble out there. They'll head out to look at him. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Hurry up and get your muscle up, we up the plyometric. Ran up by the Lux Messer up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet, we could diabetic.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Gainwell. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
From the shotgun, Penix. He's got London left side. And after making a catch, he is decked quickly at the 38. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at 1st down here. Penix working from the gun. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. That one's complete to London. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Penix now on 1st down. That's to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture, and one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like 4.6. Yeah. I am really thankful I don't play quarterback in today's game.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Daniel Whelan on the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Okay, ready?
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Cut, cut.
Start things off with a run by Kamara. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
13 yards on the play. And the Saints, 1st down.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 at the 33.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. And he'll be caught by his back, Kamara. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. And after the play, one of the Falcons still out there injured. So we'll get a brief stoppage here as they check on him. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Come on. Set. Cut.
Counter give to Kamara. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Saints 1st down.
Saints, 1st down. A game of 14.
Come on. Let's go.
1st down,
Cut,
Saints.
They stay on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Tackled by Luke Ororo.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
That's another Saints 1st down.
Set. Cut.
A gain of 9 yards.
Back now, pressure coming.
1st down.
That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Slide through. Set. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Brought in right side. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
A gain of 6. That's good for the Saints. 1st down. 1st and 10
Right,
at the
every
16-yard line.
Claude ran. Ready.
From the red zone now. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. Now they've got to regroup for 2nd down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
2nd down run gets him 5. Now they've got 3rd down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of their front 7.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. On the move, headed right. This gets the 1st and more. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Saints take a 2nd quarter lead.
Hey, Kate, that play, I don't think it started out as a touchdown run. I think he was thinking 1st down, but all of a sudden, a little bit of space opened up, those afterburners kicked in, and he made himself and his team a phenomenal play.
Reed now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. To the air with Penix. Setting up the screen. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And that is good enough for Atlanta. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Penix off the play action. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
2nd and 10, Penix to throw. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. 3rd down, it's Penix. And it's incomplete, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends.
Hey, red. Hey, blue. Go pink. Hey, green. Yellow, zoom.
Play clock was getting low. Kellen Moore's going to call a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10.
Watch out, man. 50 series. Set, ready. Set,
Running behind center with Kamara. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Ready up.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
45. White.
They're throwing it. Hits his running back. Jukes away from one. And he will have this across that